Everybody, hey everybody, how everybody doing? How everybody doing? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Yes. Hope all is well, guys. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? How everybody doing? How everybody doing? Is everything okay with you guys? Morning, guys. Morning, 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 morning. Good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Morning, guys. Good morning. So much things to say right now. Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, morning, morning. Shower laborites. Shower undeciders. We're on the road. We're on the road. Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. Rock on, come in. Remember to like up the live, share up the live, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let we reason together. You know what I mean? Let us reason together. Morning, guys. Morning, good night, good afternoon, good day, wherever you're watching from. You understand? Welcome, 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 welcome. I welcome you to another live, another day. You know, let us give thanks and praise unto the Almighty Creator who has spared our lives that we can be here today. Yeah, man, respect, respect. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Remember to like up the live, share the live. Morning. Morning, Grill. Wilson. Prue. Production morning. Rodney morning. Fred. Morning, morning, my generals. Morning, morning, morning. We're here in the battlefield. Look in your left side. Yeah, man, the GG step out for the IC grill. I tell you. But if you really read what the AG is saying, he, he have some problem because remember the IC cannot appoint PB morning. Remember say the IC cannot appoint anybody, without the um without the go ahead of the governor general, you know what I mean? Um um Karubel, morning, morning, morning. You know what I mean? But me happy the AG come out still. Me happy the AG come out and know say the integrity commission corrupt. Yeah, man. The corrupt man. The integrity commission just cannot stay the way how it is right now. Believe you me. It cannot. And a long time people have said the integrity commission corrupt, Longer than mighty time people have said the integrity commission corrupt. You understand what I mean? The integrity commission need to revamp. It's simple. It need to revamp because Kevin Stewart um is a PMP. Seymour Panton is a PMP. Greg Christie is a PMP. Lawrence is a PMP. And all of them were inside here a PMP. You understand what I mean? So it need to be dissolved. Remember, remember, before the Prime Minister statutory declaration reached to Parliament, Dayton Campbell um um Robinson, Mark Warnick, and Peter Bunting, they were talking about the report of the Prime Minister and talking about the Prime Minister. Um, they said there is a report coming out, and to how damning the report is, the Prime Minister would have to resign. You understand? They have to resign or or call a snap election and let the people of Jamaica decide. That's what the PNP criminal organization was talking about. You understand? But they get the shock of their life when the report reached the parliament. Because remember, the PNP at the time, were campaigning for 4 years, for 3 years. You understand? And they were on a high because the PNP were campaigning, the government wasn't campaigning. You understand what I mean? And the government was doing well, and the PNP don't have any talking points, even though they are campaigning around Jamaica. You understand what I mean? So they created a talking point by paying the Integrity Commission millions of dollars to expose the Prime Minister private information. You understand what I mean? So when they get the IC to go against the Prime Minister, they were happy, but they never know that there is one person in Sardis that is righteous and never defile the garments. Right? And that is Miss Kamika. Miss Kamika did not take the bait of the PNP to charge the Prime Minister of foolishness. Because if my mother have my name in her account, I don't know. Because my mother not tell me, say she have my name in her account. If my father have my name in his account, my father never tell me, say, him have my name in my account. So if you ask me about my mother and my father bank account, and ask me if my name is in there, how me I gonna know that? How me I gonna know that? And they never tell me, say, them have my name in the account. That's the same problem with the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. His parents have his name in his bank in their bank account, and he never know about it. And the Integrity Commission flagged the man statutory declaration just for that. You understand what I mean? So they cook up with the PNP criminal organization to expose the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. The Integrity Commission spend over $30 million to get private investigator, because when they investigate the Prime Minister, they find out that the Prime Minister is not hiding anything, and the Prime Minister is not enriching himself, and they're still not satisfied. They go overseas and they hired the same in private investigator over here they talk about. They pay them 30 million, as I said. They investigate the Prime Minister for 6 months, and he come to the conclusion that there is nothing, no trace, nothing whatsoever at all to say that the Prime Minister is enriching himself. You understand what I mean? And that didn't satisfy them either. That didn't satisfy them. They sent the report to Parliament and refer the FID to further investigate the Prime Minister. Let me draw your attention to something. The Integrity Commission law and allow them to work with the FID if it's so suited. Morning Row. The Integrity Commission Act allow the Integrity Commission to work with the FID if it's so needed. Why the Integrity Commission go overseas to look for a private investigator, pay over $30 million taxpayer money to come and investigate the Prime Minister, when they have the FID and Mocha in hand, right at the fingertip to use. They have the FID, they have Mocha to investigate the prime minister if it's so needed. But no, they bypass they bypass the FID and they bypass Mocha and go and get a private investigator. And when the private investigator find nothing, they turn over to the FID. No, I just cannot understand why these people are so corrupt. Why these people are so corrupt. And then Mark Golding, the British citizen slave master, out there talking about the Prime Minister's statutory declaration cannot be certified, and the Prime Minister have 28 bank account. The Prime Minister have 28 bank account. I want to thank Miss Kamika for doing her work within the Integrity Commission, because if the PMP was to get Kamika to charge the Prime Minister would indeed have to call a snap election, or the Prime Minister would have to resign. Because how would you think it would look for us to have a Prime Minister? The statutory declaration cannot be certified, and on top of that, the Prime Minister is charged. So you see how the PMP try to cook up it? Yeah, man. The PMP try to. Hey, hello. Hello, let me tell you something. You see, if God is for you, tell me who can be against you. You see, when the wicked rise up against you, God just build a standard. You understand? Between you and them. So no matter when them a try, they can't do you nothing, because you are covered under the blood of Jesus Christ. You understand what I mean? Yes, our Prime Minister is covered under the blood of Jesus Christ. And listen to me, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The way the PMP draft this, you understand what I mean? And lay out how they're going to take down the Prime Minister. Listen to me, it was well put together. It was well put together, but it never executed well. It never executed well, because we have somebody within the Integrity Commission that stand up for justice. You understand what I mean? Somebody who love Jamaica, Miss Kamika, stand up for what is right. And guess what? They don't renew Miss Kamika contract because Miss Kamika refused to charge the Prime Minister. And because of that, they did not renew Miss Kamika contract. Because they mash up the PMP plan. Guys, I'm going to ask you, please, look on your left hand screen. Look at the left on your screen. You see a thumbs up button. Can you bring me to 50 likes, please? Please, me I beg you, please. Encourage me. And me take gift too. No can't gift me too while me talk. You understand what I mean? Yeah, Grant, big up yourself, man. Cass, big up yourself. Jim, big up yourself. You understand what I mean? Guys, me say the Integrity Commission planned it so well, but it never execute properly. They never execute properly, man. But we thank God that every well-thinking Jamaicans see that the Integrity Commission is corrupt. Is corrupt. You understand what I mean? And Mark Gordon, as I said, Mark Gordon out there talking about the Prime Minister have 28 bank account, and he have 28 bank account, and his statutory declaration cannot be certified. I want to draw your attention, guys, to something. Mark Golding statutory declaration that is certified for 7 years now, guys, is the same statutory declaration. And remember, Mark Golding have businesses that he create after COVID. Mark Golding have business that he create after COVID, and these business are making billions of dollars. Mark Golding business that he had offshore making millions of profits. Why Mark Golding statutory declaration not showing these things? On top of this, Jamaica, Mark Golding, who is seeking for leadership in this country, Mark Golding is hiding all of his assets into a trust. How can you trust a man to be a prime minister? And because they expose the prime minister, you know. They expose the prime minister, the most honorable, Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. So every Jamaicans know everything that Andrew Holness owns and everything that Andrew Holness is doing privately and publicly, because they expose in private life and in private and in private information. Andrew Michael Holness is the only Jamaicans that all of his business them out there. The man private account, the man everything. The Integrity Commission exposed of the Prime Minister. And Mark Jefferson Golding, the British citizen slave master whose family used to own slaves in Jamaica, have all of his assets and private business locked up into a trust. Huh? You understand? Thank you, PB. Hey, thumbs up the button for me, please. Get me to 50 likes, please. Exactly, Davis. That's the question I am asking. Why they expose the prime minister, right? In such a way where it is just ugly because of political biases. They expose him. Everybody know what Andrew have and what Andrew is doing. But Mark Golding is hiding all of what he had or have. So me hear a comrade said, many comrades, me hear them say, oh, Andrew gets so rich. Oh, Andrew come from poor background. And oh, Andrew so rich. And he come from a poor background. When Andrew leave university, Andrew have student loan to pay. So how Andrew come so rich? This is a mentality of black people because we don't like to see each other prosper. We don't want to see none of we. We don't want to see our brothers and our sisters have nothing. They they're poor. They come from a poor background and they must stay poor. That's what the PMP believe in. And remember guys, Mark Golding talking about the Prime Minister. Thank you, Jim. Talking about the Prime Minister, 28 bank account. But yet still, Mark Jefferson Golding have 63 accounts with 32 active. How more hypocritical Mark Golding can be? Grant, what's up? How much more wicked Mark Golding can be and the PNP criminal organization? Every one of the PNP supporters were taught when you ask them, and this is the message on the PNP platform. The Prime Minister have 28 bank account and the Prime Minister statutory declaration cannot be certified. Guys, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the thumbs up. Please, may I beg you to click the thumbs up. Big up to all those who on the Fire page watching. The PNP criminal organization don't have a message, or they don't have any messages for the Jamaican people. All they go on stage and talk about is the Prime Minister, because Andrew Michael Wallace is the biggest threat to the PNP criminal organization. But guess what? The PNP cannot manage. I call it the Andrew effect. The Andrew effect that is sweeping across Jamaica, developing Jamaica at a rapid pace. The PNP cannot fathom. You understand what I mean? The breeze that is coming off the Andrew effect. So in order for them to get a chance in this general election, they have to target Andrew Michael Wallace and try to bring him down. You see what I'm getting at? They have to bring him down. So everything in their powers, they're going to try all that they can to bring down the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. Because the PNP have already told us that they need power. A matter of fact, Mark Golding said it out of his mouth that they need power and they need it at all cost. You understand what I mean? But the Jamaican people not going to fooled by the PNP criminal organization. I have post videos on my social media platform showing Mark Golding is going crazy. The last video that I post this morning, I need all of you, when you finish, listen to me, to go and listen to Mark Golding in his own words. Mark Golding not ready to be no type of prime minister in this country. And we have to own up to the fact that Mark Golding not ready yet. And if we ever make the mistake, neither Mark Golding or the PNP, none of them not ready yet. You understand what I mean? Because Mark Golding start to talk, be a garbage. When me tell you say garbage, garbage. There is no way thinking Jamaicans going to take up themselves, listen to those clips that I post, and then go give them support to the PNP criminal organization and Mark Golding. They're not ready yet. Uno tell me. Listen to the news. And listen to Mark Golding wherever they talk. And tell me if you hear anything of substance that they want to do for Jamaica. You tell me. You go back 4 years to now. And you tell me one plans that the PNP criminal organization talk about that they want to do for us Jamaicans. Everything is just Andrew. 28 bank account. Statutory declaration cannot be certified. We know the Integrity Commission is corrupt. And that is the reason why our Prime Minister's statutory declaration cannot be certified. We know that in the PNP. So we cannot come to the Jamaican people and every minute I know what I talk about. The Jamaican people want to know the plans that you guys have for us. We want to know. So why not afraid to tell we? Why not afraid to tell we? Data Damon Crawford said. Damon Crawford said the PNP not going to lay out any plans unless the Prime Minister release the election date. We never said nothing that's so. We never hear nothing that's so stupid. We never hear more of a stupid argument like that. Damon Crawford saying to us Jamaicans that the PNP not going to lay out any plans unless the Jamaica Labour Party and the Prime Minister disclose the election date. We are living in a sad area. We are living in a sad state. We are living in a sad state. We have two political parties, one that is doing the work and campaigning on their work. We have the other one that is just criticizing and not giving us any options, telling lies, spreading rumors, misinformation. Listen to me. In this general election, we don't have no choice. We don't have any choice. Where is the choice? Mark Golding is not the choice. Mark Golding, the British citizen slave master, is not the choice. As I touch on Mark Golding and slave master, I have done a little research, yeah? And let me draw your attention to something. Mark Golding, guys, please, may I beg you, the 263 persons on the live. Please, don't give me a thumbs up button. We should have reached 300 likes already because I don't found the live. Just click the thumbs up button. You know that Mark Gordon's father and mother came to this country on a mission, right? Yeah, man, they came on a mission. They came on behalf of the Queen of England, came on a mission. Mark Gordon born, they came here in 1962. Mark Gordon born 1965. At the time, Mark Gordon's parents were still diplomat. They are still British citizens. Yeah? And let me tell you that. And I want to prove to you that Mark Gordon do not have a Jamaican birth certificate. So Mark Gordon born 1965. If Mark Gordon's parents, right, was a British citizen at the time, Mark Gordon cannot, even though he born in Jamaica, he cannot obtain a birth certificate. Uno go do the research. Uno go do the research. Mark Gordon, you understand what I mean? At the time of his birth, his parents were still a British citizen. Mark born in Jamaica, so Mark Gordon cannot receive a birth certificate in Jamaica unless his family applied, his father and mother applied to be citizens of Jamaica. Then Mark Gordon can go through the process of applying to be a Jamaican citizen. Then he can get a birth certificate. Mark Gordon's father did not apply to become any citizen of this country. So Mark Gordon do not have a birth certificate. And to prove you right, to prove myself right, Mark Gordon said that as a baby he had a Jamaican passport. That is a lie from the pit of hell. How Mark Gordon must get a Jamaican passport when Mark Gordon do not have a birth certificate? In order to get a Jamaican passport, you need a Jamaican birth certificate. And if Mark Gordon's parents did not apply to become a Jamaican citizen, right? How Mark Gordon get a birth certificate when he was a baby? Get a passport when he was a baby? Hey, Mark Gordon is a lawyer, you know. And Mark Gordon is a very dangerous lawyer. You understand what I mean? Because the man lie. I never see another politician that is so lie and wicked like Mark Gordon. I have never seen it. I have never seen it. You understand what I mean? Listen, exactly, bro. Listen to me. Listen to me. Only listen to me good. Only listen to me and listen to me good. And on top of that, you know, guys, remember, Mark Gordon did not get a Jamaican passport, right? Till Mark Gordon 45. Mark Gordon never seen the need of getting a Jamaican passport because Mark Gordon don't like Jamaica and Mark Gordon don't want a Jamaican passport. Mark Gordon used his British passport. Mark Gordon went on a let me tell you how lie Mark Gordon is again, man. God almighty, no. No, Mark Gordon can't lie. Mark Gordon went on a homosexual platform, PNP platform. And Mark Gordon stated, oh, this is the second time, you know. Mark Gordon go over there, you know, and I tell lie, you know, and the Jamaican people, you know. And a matter of fact, he not tell no lie for the Jamaican people. Mark Gordon is telling lie on himself. Because first, Mark Golding go over there, and Mark Golding turn up. They might interview Mark Golding, and Mark Golding turn off his light. Mark Golding turn off the light within the room that he sat and doing the interview. Mark Golding came up with a paper, a fake document, to say that he renounced his British citizenship. But guess what? While Mark Golding was showing that document, you understand what I mean? We could hardly see what is on it. But when they screenshot the documents and zoom up the document said that Mark Golding renounced his British citizenship and he used a British birth certificate to renounce his British citizenship. Guys, you see, Mark Golding is so lie, deceitful, deceptive. He is untruthful. He's a pathological liar. I don't know why Mark Golding think the Jamaican people are fools. Mark Golding go on the same person platform this week, and the guy asked Mark Golding, how many accounts do you have, Mark Golding? Mark Golding said, I have 2 accounts. Mark Golding said he have a US account, and Mark Golding said he had a Jamaican account. Then he said he had another one that he's not using, so it closed down. You understand what I mean? Let us take Mark Golding for his word. Eh? Yeah, let us take Mark Golding for his word. Let us draw for Mark Golding statutory declaration and see how many accounts is on it. Mark Golding, the British citizen slave master, right, and his statutory declaration, right, have 32 accounts, 63 and 32 active. Mark Golding, as a wealthy man, Mark Golding, who have multiple business, even if I am not a business owner, yeah, I'm not a business owner, and I know that it is impossible for a rich man like Mark Golding to have 2 bank accounts. My God, hey, no well-thinking person going to look at a rich man that have multiple businesses, not only Jamaica, not only Jamaica alone, but the man have business offshore, right? Going to look at us and tell us that you have 2 accounts. You have 2 accounts. Mighty God. Hello, Mr. Mark Golding, lie, and wicked. Me hear Mark Golding also saying last night that the government of Jamaica and the Prime Minister cannot talk nothing about development. And the Prime Minister came in 9 years now, and the government don't build 1 school. Guys, I want to draw your attention to something. In 2015, the PMP was in power. Ronald Thwaites was the education minister at the time, and Ronald Thwaites closed 18 of our secondary schools in Jamaica. 18 of them. Why? Because they underpopulated. You understand what I mean? Yes, so they have to close down 18 of them. I want to ask Mark Golding a question. Because and that can, with these schools underpopulated, it points to a wider issue in Jamaica. Because birth rate in Jamaica have slashed massively. Birth rate over the world slashed rapidly. I mean, like they said, it's about 56% to 53%. Birth rate slashed across the world. and it's affecting a lot of countries. Countries like China that in the past paying their resident not to have more than more than one child. Some countries now is paying their citizens to have kids. They encourage them to have kids. So making preparation for the resident to start to have kids because it's affecting the world population and it's affecting a lot of countries, especially Jamaica. You understand what I mean? But put that aside. The question I want to ask Mark Goody, why the government going to build more schools when we have 18 closed? Stop trying more goaling and the PMP. Stop trying to play on the ignorance of the Jamaican people. Because we know that the PMP is the PMP, those who support the PMP, them are people who will think. They not think. Even if they can read and write, they really not think. They just get up and then just run with everything Mark Golding said and the PMP themselves. The Prime Minister on record and tell us Jamaicans that they're going to build 5 STEM school. And out of the 15 schools that the PMP closed in 2015, we're going to use out of that school to build STEM schools in Jamaica. What the government is doing regarding education is to take the kids off the shift system. And some of these schools is overpopulated. So the government is adding on to these schools and to make these schools run more efficient. You understand what I mean? Because what we need in Jamaica is not more schools. What we need in Jamaica is for our kids to come through the system and can think critically and can read and write properly. And that is what the government is focusing on. Pembroke Hall High School came out the other day with a shocking revelation. 90-something% of the students who are in grade 7 going up cannot read at a grade 3 level. So why the government going to build more schools when we have literacy crippling us across the system? The government of Jamaica is putting their money where the mouth is to make sure they correct the education system. You understand what I mean? That every person that came through the education system can able to read and write at the level that they should. And we are focusing on that. The government is focusing on that. So Mark Golding, stop talking about the Prime Minister not building any school. We don't need to build any schools in Jamaica. We don't need to. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, the government, let me tell you how this government is serious about education in this country. The Prime Minister recognized that a lot of persons not going to university, they're not going to college. Why? Because they cannot afford it. Even to get the student loan, they have to go through hustle and bustle, as we use the Jamaican term. They have to go and get guarantor, and most of the time, nobody want to go with them to sign off on any loan because people are afraid of these things. Because when they get the loan, send themselves to school, graduate, they don't want to pay back the loan. And the person that signed guarantor for them is the same person that would have to go and pay the loan. Viceroy blessed. Everett blessed. Chosen blessed. So what the government do? The government, led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, remove guarantor from the Student Loan Bureau that anybody feels that they want to further their education can go to the Student Loan Bureau with themselves and borrow the money and send themselves to university and college. The Prime Minister didn't stop there. The Prime Minister know that it's not everybody going to go to university. It's not everybody going to go to college. So the Prime Minister and the government go ahead and remove tuition fee from heart. The government didn't stop there because the government want to see a nation that is educated and well skilled. Because when we are talking about productivity, we have to talk about education, educating the population. To get productivity, we have to have an educated society. And that is what this government is doing, to educate the society. Because a lot of opportunities, a lot of big companies going to start to come to Jamaica to invest. And when they see a nation that is educated and skilled, they're going to take up the opportunity to invest in this country. So the Prime Minister said to the young men and young women in this country, go to heart. If you don't want to go to university and college, go to heart. Learn a skill. When you graduate, we give you $50,000. He said, if you're ward of the state, if you're on path, I will give you $75,000 if you graduate with a level 4 certificate. The government even go further and said to the youths, listen, if you graduate with a level 4 certificate and have a plan to start your own business, you get over $350,000 to start up your small business. This government, led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, is the best government we have ever had in this country. And in this general election, all I'm asking well-thinking Jamaicans to do is to choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. You understand what I mean? Choose Jamaica. Alan, it's okay if I'm done. But at least what I'm saying, go and do your research and come back and call me done. You understand what I mean? Go back, do your research, read, you understand what I mean? And come back and call me done. You understand what I mean? That is a problem with UPNP. You understand? That is a problem with UPNP. And Jamaica and Jamaicans have suffered under the PNP for years because of Allen. Because of Allen thinking. Jamaica have suffered under the PNP criminal organization, Read. You understand what I mean? Because when the PNP should be thinking about Jamaica, the PNP was thinking about PNP and their capanaris. Come on. You understand what I mean? The PNP don't mean Jamaica well. When PNP in power, they get less things done in this country. The PNP cannot, right? Cannot come out and talking about Jamaica after when they do so much in this country. You understand what I mean? They wreck this country to the ground. Me never say no do some good. But guess what? The bad that you do, it outperform the good. You understand what I mean? It outperform the good. Because when we look and see the PNP sell out Jamaica, mighty God, we have to cry. The biggest asset Jamaica have ever owned is JPS. The biggest asset Jamaica ever owned is JPS. And PJ Patterson and the PNP sell out JPS, and from that day Jamaica suffer under the hand of JPS. Jamaicans cannot pay the light bill under JPS because the PNP put on a monopoly on it and said that there no more power company going to come to Jamaica and compete against JPS. That is the wicked PNP criminal organization. You understand what I mean? This government, Jamaica, when they took office in 2016, they realized that the Jamaican people are having it hard because every budget cycle that the PNP present in this country, Jamaican people would cry because of taxes. Taxes on top of taxes. PNP taxing out the Jamaican people. And the government said, we're not going to have it anymore. We have to find a solution. We cannot taxing our people just like that. We have to find a solution. And the government come up. Yes, David, Philip Palwell, corrupt. And when Philip Palwell going to come now and talk about electricity and talk about JPS, it hurt every one of us. Every one of us. He behaving like, no, he have all the plans for electricity in this country. After they sold out Jamaica. So guys, as I was saying, the government in 2016 came out and said no new taxes. The first ever since Jamaica gained independence and formed government. The first government in Jamaica to implement no new taxes. No new tax. A matter of fact, before the government implement no new taxes for 9 consecutive years, the government slash GCT from 16% to 15%. Something that the Jamaican people have never seen before. Listen to me. Our foreparents, grandparents, great-grandparents was crying, dying to see these days in Jamaica where a government implement no new taxes. So the government implement no new taxes. The government slash GCT from 16% to 15%. And guess what? On top of that, the government get the country when the debt to GDP was 140 something percent. And to today, this fiscal year, Jamaica debt to GDP going to be 69%. Eh? We have managed the economy. We have managed our dollars from not sliding so rapidly. All of these things happen under the leadership of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. I heard you, Gleaner. I heard you on Sunday, Gleaner, talking about Jamaica need leadership. Gleaner, we know Pantan, we know what you're all about, man. Remember, say you support Mark Gordon, you know, and you will do everything for Mark Gordon to win. You understand what I mean? But guess what? No matter how I try, no matter how I try, no way thinking Jamaicans going to vote out a government that is keeping them safe, that is working on their behalf for an incompetent opposition, right? And an opposition leader like Mark Golding. No way thinking nation going to do that. And I believe that us Jamaicans are more intelligent than those who are with the PNP. I believe so. You understand what I mean? I believe so. Right? And we're going to make this election sure for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace and the Jamaica Labour Party government. Because they are working on behalf of the Jamaican people. I heard Mark Golding talking about the health system in Jamaica. The health system in Jamaica. And guys, I am being frank with you. You see, if the PNP was really care, if PNP in the 18 and a half plus years really cares about Jamaica and really cares about our health system, we will have one of the best healthcare system in the world right now. And that is a fact. If the PNP did really care about health in this country, our health system would be the number one in the world. You hear me? I tell you, since this government have took office, this government have invested billions of dollars in taking care of our health system in this country. We are revamping all of our health centers, and we are upgrading them. Our health, our what they call it, health centers. We build health centers and we repair actually every health centers in Jamaica under this government. And the government have upgraded them from type A to type B. Yes, something like that. They upgrade them, right? So and they appoint doctors at these health centers that when people have some simple symptom, they just can go to the health centers and take care of themselves instead of to go to the hospitals. You understand what I mean? This government come in and they take on KPH, they take on the Bustamante Hospital, and they take on the Spanish Town Hospital, and they're revamping it. We heard of these hospitals not having any beds. Listen to me. These hospitals in Jamaica, they cannot hold any more bed. What these hospital needs is space to put bed. And that is what this government is doing. Building out these hospitals that it can accommodate more beds in it to give its citizens, a better health care system. You understand what I mean? This government, right, is building hospitals that the world or the Caribbean, it is one of the first in the Caribbean when they finish with these hospitals. When they finish with these hospitals next year in June, May, June, is going to be the first within the region. The first. Let us give the government some time to repair these hospitals, because the government going inside these hospitals just to fix a air condition system. And when they go inside there and they say the condition that the hospital was in, God help us, because that hospital, those hospitals were at a place where it soon collapse. But thank God, them never collapse. You understand what I mean? And instead of to take the approach to patch up the hospital, the government just strip the hospital completely. Strip it completely and I rebuild it over, which is right. And me hear Mark Golding on the political campaign saying that the government has spent $28 billion on these hospitals and the hospital has not yet complete. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Christopher Tufton came in Parliament and Christopher Tufton said all of these hospitals projected to cost $28 billion. It could cost less and it could cost $28 billion. The health minister said Jamaica at this time spend $9 billion out of what they projected. $9 billion. You understand what I mean? $9 billion. Brown is not no 8 years. Is not no 8 years. So behave yourself and stop. And no matter. It doesn't matter if it takes 8 years to build. It doesn't matter if it takes 8 years to build. When you're repairing a hospitals, right? When you're repairing a hospital, a matter of fact, these hospitals are more than one. These hospitals are more than one. And listen to me. When you strip these hospitals and rebuilding it, it's going to take more than 8 years because we have to do it and we have to do it properly. And remember, and with all of these hospitals, we are not just building back these hospitals. We are adding on suits to these hospitals. We are building, we are upgrading car parks. We are making these hospitals like this 24th century hospitals. So uh, why PMP don't want to hear the truth? Why PMP don't want to hear the truth? The, the truth and in fact is, the PMP 18 and a half years, they did not take, they didn't take care of these hospitals. And that is the reason why these hospitals have run down so badly because they neglect the government entities. Look at our police stations under the PMP criminal organization. When you go to some of these police stations, when you look up in the roof, you see the pretty blue sky. When rain fall, some of these police stations wash out. You understand me? But left security for after we finish health. So when the government finish Jamaicans with our health system, it's going to be number one in the world. Number one. Yeah, man, number one. Because these suites that they are building is to host you and your family. You understand what I mean? That going to come and look for you. And you leave the country, you go to Kingston, you go to Montego Bay, yeah, and you don't have no money to rent hotel. Yeah, man, the government have built suits so that you can get somewhere to sleep. You understand what I mean? And look after your loved ones until you're ready to go back to country. Yeah, man, we are moved to 24th century under this government led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. You understand what I mean? They are doing it for the health system. They are doing it for the health system. And as I said, all across Jamaica, Dr. Christopher Tufton upgrade all of our clinics and our health centers across Jamaica. You see, the nurses and those persons that we have in these health centers working, many of them didn't have any kitchen, didn't have no lunchroom, none whatsoever at all. It takes this government and Christopher Tufton to upgrade these facilities and give the nurses what they need. Yeah? Yeah, man. And remember, in the health system, it was this government who moved the doctors off contracts and give them permanent employment. Remember, it was this government who give the nurses the most increase that the nurses them have and the doctors them have ever get is under this government led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Let us touch security too. Let us touch security. Because we see the PMP them, and Mark Gordon going around and don't want to give the government credit for the massive reduction that we have seen in crime, in major crime and violence murder in this country. The opposition refuse to give the government credit. But when crime and violence were rampant, murder rampant in this country, who they blame? Who they blame? They blame the government. Peter Bunting every minute he might call Andrew, he might call Andrew, he might call Andrew. A matter of fact, Peter Bunting go as far as to say that Andrew Michael Holness have governed over the murderous government. And that is not true. That is not true. Because in 2009 was the worst we have ever seen in Jamaica. Over 1,600 were murdered and that was under the PMP criminal organization. But PMP don't know for the truth. PMP don't know for the truth. PMP just walk around and telling lies like the leader, Mark Golding. Telling lies and believe that the Jamaican people going to fall for it. The Jamaican people not going to fall for the PMP lies and rumors, manufactured rumors, misinformation and propaganda. Mr. The man, Peter Bunting, said Andrew Michael Wonders govern over the worst, over the murderous government in the history of Jamaica. And that is a lie. That is a lie. You know, when the Prime Minister took government in 2016, the government tell us, the Prime Minister, matter of fact, told us Jamaicans that under his leadership, we're going to go to our bed with our windows and doors open. He make a commitment to us. He made a commitment. You understand what I mean? That we're going to go to our bed with our windows and our doors open. Every year after that, the PMP and Peter Bunting telling the Jamaican people that Mr. Owness need to own up to the crime and violence in this country because it's his failed policies why crime and violence is going up. And he tell us that we're going to go to our bed with our doors and our windows open. The same Peter Bunting, you know, Peter Bunting is the worst security minister we ever had in Jamaica. The first security minister in the world to be robbed by gunpoint. Peter Bunting. Yeah, man. I might criticize the government, you know, and crime and violence. But Jamaica, I want you to know that while crime and violence was going up and down from 2016, right? The government were making bold moves. What I mean by that? The government were investing in the security force with billions of dollars. The only government in Jamaica that ever invests so much within the security force. What the government why the government were investing so much in the security force? The government were investing in the security force because they need crime and violence, murder to come down, and for Jamaica to be a safer place than what it is. So the government started to buy cars, buy helicopters, buy boat to protect our shores and our border. Because if we want to fight crime and violence in Jamaica, we have to make sure that our shores and our border be protected. Because we have seen where these criminals start to bring in the gun, not only through our port of entry, but by sea. So we have to protect our shores and our border from these criminals. So the government invests in boats, and they invest in helicopters. They invested in vehicles on top of vehicles. Over 3,000 vehicles the government have bought for the security force. The government also recognized that the level of the JDF cannot manage the crime and violence in the society. They also recognize that the same thing with the JCF. So the government go on a massive recruitment, and they recruit men and women for the JCF, for the JDF. And they move the JDF from 4,000 to over 8,000. They move the JCF from 6,500 to actually full capacity. What is the full capacity for the JCF? It's 16,000. 16,000. Because, listen to me, if you don't have foot on the ground, If you don't have foot on the ground, you're going to be in trouble. So the government go on a massive recruitment drive. And the government also build police stations. And all of these police stations under the PMP that would leak and flood out police officers. The government makes sure that they fix every police stations, they repair them, and the government makes sure that they build police stations. You understand what I mean? Yes. And on top of that, the government go ahead and digitize out the police force. So right now, we have boots on the ground, we have helicopters flying over our head, and we have our boats on the sea, and then we have drones because the government invested massively in drones. So when if you're in the diaspora and you go to Jamaica, don't don't feel afraid when you see those drones circling in the atmosphere. You understand what I mean? They're just policing. And on top of that, also, the government have invested in over 3,000 cameras to put up all across the country. And the government raised the security force pay, the largest increase that they ever have under any government in this country. On top of that, the government makes sure that they put policies in place that our men and our women always, always get training. You understand what I mean? Every month, ask the police them. Every month, they are out there on some training, getting training. You understand what I mean? The state of the security force right now have the university kids going crazy because people want to graduate university to join the security force. I have heard Kevin Blake said that the state that the security force is in today is attracting a lot of persons overseas. And man, people is just calling, sending their application that they want to join. They want to join the security force. Some who left reapplied, said that they think overseas were greener, but no. The state that the Jamaica security force is in today, they want to come home and serve. Come on, when you ask these persons, these security men and women, right? If they okay, listen to me. They said, man, we are motivated, we are happy. You understand what I mean? When in the PMP time, we have thousands of men and women leaving the security force. Nobody no want to leave now. Nobody no want to leave now because everybody is happy. Everybody is happy. You know, we see where the PMP and Peter Bunting want to bring politics within the security force. And thank God, you understand what I mean? Some of the men and women stand up against him, and those who followed him and take the bait is out of the police force today, out of the security force today. You understand what I mean? You understand? The security force today is much better than 10 years ago under this government led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Guys, we cannot afford to go back where we are coming from. We cannot afford to go back where we are coming from. And if we vote for the PNP criminal organization, we are going back right where we are coming from. Because these people don't have any hope. No hope for Jamaicans. They don't know where to bring us as a nation. They don't have a clue where they want to bring us as a nation. All they talk about, all they talk about, when you ask them, what is the plan that you guys have for us Jamaicans? They say time come. What you have, what when you ask them, what the plan that you have for security in this country? They are telling you time come. When you ask them what the plan that you have for education, they are telling you time come. When you ask them what the plan you have for the health system, they are telling us that time come. We need more than time come. We need more than time come. You understand what I mean? We need to know if you're going to do better than the government. What better you're going to do? You understand what I mean? We need to know. Tell the Jamaican people, we cannot fall for time come. We cannot fall for it. We are not blind. We are not dumb. We are not deaf. Eh, eh? We are not. We need something with substance to vote for, and we are calling on the PMP to give the Jamaican people substance. Tell the Jamaican people why they should vote for you. Tell the Jamaican people, mighty God, they're waiting, they're waiting. Guys, I also, listen to me, listen to me. I heard, this PMP caretaker at a political meeting in St. Anne saying that the PMP committed to allocate $1 billion, and I'm quoting her right now. I'm quoting her. It's Donald Williams' daughter, Miss Williams, who is running in St. Anne. She said it. I have the recording right here. Can play it, make you hear. She said, under the PMP government, if they form government, they're going to allocate $1 billion for content creators like Jay Bryan, who support the PMP criminal organization, and also is a big homosexual. You understand what I mean? That is promoting homosexuality within the PMP criminal organization. So PMP want to tell me that you guys, if you don't form government, going to use my taxpayer money to pay Jay Bryan to promote him homosexuality. Guys, may I take a walk? May I get hot? Lord God Almighty. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, no, sir. Guys, there is no way. There is no. Let me find the video. Let me find the video and play it, I'm not gonna hear it for yourself, Let me find the video and play it. Let me find the video and play it and make you hear what the girl said. You understand what I mean? The girl said the PMP going to take our taxpayer money that we work hard for. She says she's going to take it, and they're going to take it and allocate $1 billion to support Jay Bryan, one of the biggest homosexual within the PMP. You understand what I mean? One of the biggest. You understand? You can come with your godson. It's sad that you write this comment and believe in what you're saying. You understand what I mean? But the fact is, you are telling lies. You understand what I mean? You are telling lies. You understand? And I'm not surprised because you support the PNP. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? Pasco, thank you. Because you don't like the truth. You don't like the truth. You don't like the truth. Bro, you don't like the truth. You understand? Let me play the recording. Let me play the recording, guys. And guys, I have a next recording with the British citizen slave master. You understand what I mean? I have a next recording with him. And me go make you listen it. Because I cannot believe that this stupid man called Mark Golding really getting off his head. Eh? Me go play it. Make you hear it. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Of the fiscal discipline that was begun when we were last in government under Portia Simpson Miller with Dr. Peter Phillips as Prime Minister. Under Portia Simpson Miller with Dr. Peter Phillips as Prime Minister to get the public finances of the country under control and heading in the direction of sustainability. Wait for it. Listen, guys. Three candidates who are here from the parish of St. Mary. Comrade Zolika Jess. St. Elizabeth. Why am I all over the place? Yeah. Your member of parliament to come to Garden Town with me. Comrades, my car now. Yeah, I'm late. God knows. Guys, Mark Golding is going insane. Be a foolishness in my chat. Be a Golding attack at the political campaign. Mark Golding is going insane. Right? Mark Golding is going insane. Mark Golding said he's going when he's with if he win the election, he's going to guard the pen. But I really got the penny back up. I really got the penny back up. You know, Mark Golding, guys, I present his candidate in St. Elizabeth. Here, Mark Golding, I have two candidates from St. Mary to present tonight. The man said, no, it's not St. Mary. It's not St. Mary. It's St. Elizabeth. Eh? Mark Golding said, when Portia Simpson Miller was in power and Dr. Peter Phillips was the Prime Minister, they get a lot of things done. Hey guys, listen to me, man. Hey, listen to me, man. Guys, listen to me. You see the PMP, when you see the PMP, you know what far away from the PMP. You know what far away from the PMP. You know the video that I want to show you, with the PMP, Williams is not on this phone, it's on this phone. But I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. And I want all of you to go over to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like and share. Comrades, you do the same too. And listen to Mark Golding. And listen to Mrs. Williams and what she said. You understand what I mean? Listen to me, man. Listen to me. We're going to stand up for Jamaica. We're going to stand up because the third term loading. And we're asking all Jamaicans to choose Jamaica and not the British citizen. Choose Jamaica and not the British citizen Mark Golding. Mark Golding don't mean Jamaica no good. Mark Golding is an enemy of the state. Mark Golding is not a choice. Mark Golding not ready yet, whether physically, mentally, emotionally. You understand what I mean? We are calling on Mark Golding to show us his birth certificate. We are calling on Mark Golding to show us that he renounced his British citizenship. We are calling on Mark Golding to show us his health record because Mark Golding not write it. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? We need to see Mark Golding birth certificate and citizenship. Mark Golding didn't born in Jamaica. Me and Mark Golding same born at UC. Which UC? We want to see the birth certificate because what that birth certificate will show, it will show that Mark Golding, it will show where Mark Golding born, which nurse delivered Mark Golding, what time Mark Golding delivered. You understand what I mean? Yes, and all of these things. And that is what we want to see. Exactly, Jim. Mark Golding want to bring same-sex marriage in Jamaica, and that is the reason why Mark Gordon is all over Jamaica with these homosexuals on his platform and talk about he's going to use Jamaican taxpayer money to give to them. You understand what I mean? But we must lick out against it and say no to Mark Gordon and him nastiness. Yeah. We must lick out against it. Say no to Mark Gordon and him nastiness. We must try bring in. Hey guys, I don't know how much of you. I don't know how much of you listen JPU since week. On JPU this week, I have heard some comrade saying that Mark Gordon get his wife Sandra pregnant when Sandra was a teenager, 13 years of age. that's, that's what I heard. And they even provide evidence to say that Mark Gordon get Sandra pregnant when she was 13, when she was underage. So how Mark Gordon never got prison for it? If Mark Gordon get the little girl pregnant at a tender age, why Mark Gordon never got prison for it? Eh? They also disclose on the program that Mark Gordon father, have to take them away and make them go to the United States because of how embarrassed he was, because he never want Mark Gordon to marry to her. He never want Mark Gordon to marry to her. Uno go listen JPU. Uno go listen it. I no hear they talk about it. And when them talk, me I repeat. You understand what I mean? And when them talk, me I repeat. And I miss it so. You understand what I mean? Me hear it on JPU. You understand what I mean? We hear it. And we must not stand for Mark Gordon, because Mark Gordon is a pathological liar. He's a deceiver. You understand what I mean? He's a deceiver. Mark Gordon lie and wicked. And so do all these PMP. You understand what I mean? When you choose Jamaica, choose the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lones. Me here all on come talk about Andrew corrupt. Andrew corrupt, bring the evidence. That's all we ask right now. Every time comrade out there come talk about Andrew corrupt, Andrew corrupt. Bring no evidence. See, like come here talk about Mark Gordon, and Mark Gordon corrupt and liar wicked, and can prove it. Prove say Andrew corrupt now. Bring Mocha. Bring Mocha and the FID to investigate Andrew and charge him for corruption. Since there's no out there a campaign and Andrew corrupt. Eh? Since there's no campaign, bring no evidence. Bring no evidence. To all the PMP corrupt. And I am joining this call with the Jamaica Labour Party to ask Andrew Swaby, Dayton Campbell, and Scott in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation and many other municipal corporations around the island. We are calling on these mayors to resign, and resign with immediate effect, because this corruption that is taking place within these municipal corporations, right? In the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, with Scott inside there as the PMP mayor, over $1 billion have been thief. In the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, over 300 million have been thief. And we have heard on the General Secretary, this man on your screen, saying where money must go and where money must not go. We hear Andrew Swaby on Vice Note talking about who he give money for who he not give money. We are calling on, if Mark Gordon believe that he have any integrity within him, because he's a man that love to talk about integrity. He's a man that love to talk about integrity. If Mark Gordon have any integrity in him, tell him to tell Andrew Swaby if he step down. and tell him to tell Scott to step down, and tell him to tell the mayor of Hanover to step down, because Hanover time coming up. What do you think Hanover time no come? Hanover time come because after this general election, you understand what I mean? Shortly going to be local government election again. And remember, every PMP down Hanover and Westmoreland have to go take for themselves. Because Westmoreland and Hanover is in a deplorable condition under the PMP criminal organization mayors. And over 300 million have been thieved from within the Hanover and Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. And these municipal corporations run by the PMP. If Mark have any integrity in him, if Mark believe that he's decent, tell him to tell these people to step aside. And you know what hurt? And you know what hurt? The FID and MOCA is investigating these people for corruption. And Mark Golding still have them there and believe that he's doing something good. And I come talk about Anjo. Pick the matter out of your eye first, Mark Golding. If you want us to believe you, take action against these people. You have a general secretary where his name call on kids. If it was some country, there is no way he can go around any kids because of the allegation that lay against him. But you have him and hug him up. Hey? Come talk. Come here, you don't have no shame. That me I tell you no. You don't have no shame. You come talk about Gibson, you come talk about $3 trillion. I dunce you dunce. You come call me dunce. I dunce you dunce. Why you come ask me about $3 trillion? Eh? I dunce you dunce. Why you come ask me about $3 trillion? Because you know the $3 trillion no missing out of Jamaica. And even if a $3 trillion missing out of Jamaica is between the two administrations, the PMP and the JLP. So nobody come with it. No $3 trillion no missing from nowhere. You understand what I mean? And remember, the same lady that put out the statement that want to please the PMP, she have to go back and apologize and withdraw that $3 trillion that $3 trillion headline that she put out. So nobody come with it. You come call people dunce and you dunce like a bat. You come and talk about $3 trillion. Listen to me. Godson. Listen to me. Only person I go to prison, you see. A matter of fact, persons going to go to prison, you see. Andrew Swaby, Dayton Campbell, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting. On just wait. Yeah? On just wait. The Jamaican people under this third term of the Jamaica Labour Party, we're going to see a lot of people go to prison like Kirk Spencer. You remember when Kirk Spencer did go to prison? You remember when Kirk Spencer thief the Cuban light bulb? Them? You remember? Philip Palwell and all of them thief the light bulb. You remember when he got to prison? I saw them man go to prison. Yeah? Okay. Are you not fully informed? If you did fully informed, you don't come on my platform and chat rubbish. You understand? You don't come on my platform and chat rubbish. About $3 trillion missing. What $3 trillion can miss in Jamaica and the economy will collapse? Eh? What $3 trillion can miss in Jamaica and the economy will collapse? You tell you you're damn dumb. You understand what I mean? You come account you can talk about prison. Me and Peter Bunting talk the same thing. But if he form government and he become security minister, some man go wear short pants. Listen to me. So when you not dig pit, you not dig two. You see, what I have learned, you know, and see out of my own eyes. You see, everything that Mark Golding and the PMP wish and Andrew Holness, it come round to haunt them. Go back and check the archive. Everything that Mark Golding and the PMP wish and the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, it come round and haunt them. Yeah, man, it come round and haunt them. You understand what I mean? All I'm saying, guys, all I'm saying, all I'm saying, we have one choice because the PMP is not a choice. This PMP called Risers is not a choice. These people are just all for themselves. And Mark Gordon have told us. Mark Gordon tell we. Mark Gordon said, listen to me, me need power. And me need power for me. I'm Itapanari's friend them. You understand me? And they need power, and they need power at all cost. You understand me? And from Mark Gordon said that we, the police force, have found one time over 274 illegal firearms and over 16,000 ammunition. Farmer Golden said they need power and need power at all costs. They find 14 more high-powered weapons. Farmer Golden said that, right? The security force go again and find 8 high-powered weapons. Farmer Golden said they need power and they need power at all costs. The security force put out the most wanted in the country. And 2 of the most wanted is from Mark Gordon constituency. And you know what they do? They give them farmer cards and make them run away. You understand what I mean? This is how corrupt and wicked Mark Gordon is and the PMP criminal organization. But under God, you understand? The PMP not going to come to anything in this country. The PMP did a poll, The PMP did an internal poll, and it's shown that the Jamaica Labour Party going to win 42 seats, and they're going to win 21. The PMP can't release the poll. You remember further up in the year when the PMP did the poll. Hey, the PMP was putting out poll every month or every week, and it was showing that Mark Golding was leading by 25% at the PMP. But the PMP they can't put out no more poll. Guys, can you bring me to guys? Me I go take a walk. And you just click on the thumbs up button over the left hand side and on subscribe and like. Please, we just take a like up moment. This called the like up moment. So let me take a couple seconds and let you know if you bring me to even 80 thumbs up, man. Come on, man. Me more dry and no me no drink no water because me a talk and the well thinking Jamaican behalf. You know have to encourage me, If you don't want to like up the live, you send me gift then. You look on the bottom of the screen and you scream. You see the number, you see the money sign. You send me gift then. I appreciate it and I thank you in advance. Hello. Hello. Yes, guys. So you just thumbs up a live stream, please. You just thumbs up it. Bring me to 80 likes, man. Please. You can't see me beat the PMP wicked like this, I don't know encourage me, No, man, you don't have to encourage no boy, man. Encourage Jamaica-87. Because Jamaica-87 are working up. Him a work. I get video every day. I get even more than one video, Oh, God. Me a work. Because me want Jamaica to be a Jamaica where every one of us, right, can do business and raise family. You understand what I mean? And those things only going to happen under the Jamaica Labour Party led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Choose Jamaica, PMP. Choose Jamaica. You know, stop being a hypocrite. Mark Gordon not ready yet. I don't know say Mark Gordon not ready yet. You understand? The PMP not ready, The PMP not ready either. But even if the PMP did ready, Mark Gordon not ready. Mark Gordon not ready. You understand what I mean? Mark Gordon not ready. Mark Gordon family used to own slaves. How can we have a slave master picnic one come rule with? No. We not gone this mad. We don't got this mad. Eh? We don't got this mad. Eh? How we must have a slave master picnic. A rule we no sir, no sir, no sir. No Jamaica. We can't have it. We will never have it. And because Mr. Warmington have done his research and come with the evidence that Mark Gordon family used to own slaves in Jamaica, they try to intimidate Mr. Warmington by going to Old Harbor to protest against Mr. Warmington. Eh? Listen to me, listen to me, people, and listen to me good. Listen to me and listen to me good. Even if you don't care about your history, you understand what I mean? You must hear about your history. You must heard about your history in some way or form. You understand what I mean? And whenever time we are talking about slavery in this country, people are come talk, but we must not talk about slavery because it's racism. Racism your hell. Racism your hell. Never come talk about Warmington family used to own slaves. Warmington family never used to own any slave in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, all of us who came to the, or all of us ancestors that came to this country called Jamaica, our name was changed. Our name was changed. And they give us the English name. So Warmington name, an English name. Warmington name is English name. And because Warmington came out with evidence, they might come talk about Warmington family used to own slave. I don't think you're going to come and play with our mind. When we look what Mark Gordon ancestors, Mark Gordon family have done to our ancestors, beat them. They work in the hot sun chopping canes for Mark Gordon family. Not even water to drink. They work 24/7 on the plantation for Mark Gordon family. When they take our women and they rape our women, when they get them pregnant, they not even seek medical attention for them. They pluck the baby from within the home. And as they have baby, they can't rest. They have to go back on the plantation and start to work again. You understand what I mean? Campbell, am I attack? Tell me if I'm attack. Oh, am I attack? Am I attack? Okay. And your daddy chat too much. Yeah? Your daddy chat too much. That's why. Your daddy chat too much. That's why, yeah? You understand me, guys? Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. Our ancestors have bear the full blunt of Mark Gordon family in this country. And no Mark Gordon come talk about him rich. Yes, you're rich. Because the wealth of your family who used to own slaves have come down to you. And on top of that, you never satisfy. You never satisfy Mark Gordon. You help to create Finsack. You help to create Finsack. And you get your sweetheart deal. You and Peter Bunting. When you get to a sweetheart deal from the then government. You understand what I mean? And these things, you guys don't want us to talk about or to inform the Jamaican people about. But we're going to talk about it. Because we now come play on the people mind. And believe we can take everybody for idiot. We're not ready yet, man. We're not ready yet. Take one yourself and choose Jamaica. Choose the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, who cares about the people of this country and who is working endlessly on behalf of the Jamaican populace. You understand what I mean? When you say no to the British citizen, Mark Golding, and say no to the PMP criminal organization. Say no to them. You understand what I mean? Say no to them. Choose Jamaica in this general election. Guys, it was I am happy. I am happy, so happy that you have come true for me today. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man, guys, you come true, you come true, you come true. How much Andrew appear? Listen to me. Let me tell you something, Pasco. Andrew Michael Holness, right, is getting $9 million. $9 million for his pay. You know how much Mark Gordon I get? $25 million. Mark Gordon I get for him pay. And Andrew I get $9 million for his pay. You know what I mean? 9. I'm calling on the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. So, what you mean by a lie? Prove to me a lie, no? Prove to me a lie. Prove to me a lie. Go on Google, go on the government page and type in how much salary the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is getting and how much Mark Gordon is getting. Me get a lot, man. Me get a lot. Me get a lot out of the $9 million. You want me to tell you what me I get out of the $9 million? Me I get my road fix. Me I get water. Me I get brand new police stations. Me see them buy helicopters. Me see them buy boats. Me see the hospitals a bill. Me see road a bill. Me see the youths them I go school I get money. You understand what I mean? If you go school. Me see student loan bureau. You understand? Guarantee move from there. Me see the elders them I get pension. I see the elders them also get medication free of the government. Yeah, man. And that me I get out of the $9 million. And that me I get out of the $9 million. You understand what I mean? That me I get out of the $5 million. And I no problem. I no problem with that, Richard. No problem with that. I mean, I no problem with that. You know, if me I do wrong, me supposed to go to prison. You understand what I mean? If me I do wrong, me need to go to prison. No doubt of it. No doubt. A matter of fact. Me can show you my badge, you know. Me can show you my badge if you want to see it too. You don't think you can bully? You don't think you can bully me? You don't think you can bully me? You can't bully me. You can't intimidate me neither. None now no. We can't say PMP. None now no can't intimidate me. None. You understand what I mean? You know who go to prison? Lance. You know, Lance, tell them for me. Lance 876, tell them for me there. Tell them for me there. Only man I got prison, Mark Gordon, Dayton Campbell, and Peter Phillips. I'm here about Peter Phillips. Maybe you go to Peter Phillips. Because when I come fight against Dennis Strong, because I don't know, say Dennis Strong I got dig up on a secret. And I can't stand there. Guys, listen to me. Me salute to you, know. Me salute to each and every one of you. You see, Andrew Michael Holness, he's the best Prime Minister Jamaica ever had. You understand what I mean? And he's just doing it for the people of Jamaica. And in this general election, choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica Labour Party, led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Guys, it was happy having you. Yeah, I'm still, this afternoon. Have a great lunch, guys. Have a great dinner, what you want to call it. You understand? Thanks for passing through. Thanks for the like, the share, the comment. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. Third term loading. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party and the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. See you tomorrow, guys, in living colors. Yeah, man. Blessed. Peace, guys. Love you all. Bye.